Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. Lots of exciting stuff to talk about. Going to start with the DC guys this week because there's lots of super news. This is Action Comics number 965 by my man Dan Jurgens. Big Dan Jurgens fan, I'm a big Superman fan. Really been enjoying all the stuff that they've been doing with Action and Superman, all the super titles. There's quite a few of them this week, like that one, like Supergirl, one of DC's new big TV stars, like Superwoman by another Black Cat favorite, Phil Jimenez. Really dug the first issue of this, been looking forward to this one. Fun stuff. And New Superman. It's your fourth super title for the week. Lots of fun stuff there. And it's always a big week for Batman. All-Star Batman number 3 by Scott Snyder and John Romita Jr. I'm a huge John Romita Jr. fan. Have been for a long, long time. Really stoked to see him doing Batman. This book's been a lot of fun. And Detective Comics continues your Monster Men stuff. Cool Nightwing cover there. And Batgirl and the Birds of Prey. And there's even Batman on your cover of Deathstroke this week, because you can never get enough of the Dark Knight. Deathstroke's another one. If you're one of the 3 people that's not been following that book, you might want to jump in on it, because it's selling like hotcakes, so I want to see what all the hubbub's about. Wonder Woman number 8. Another title we've been really loving. Wonder Woman's another one selling like crazy. 2 stories going on in this one. Good stuff. Red Hood and the Outlaws. Did you know Bizarro's on his team now? That's fun stuff. And The Flash, another one of DC's big TV stars. The new Kid Flash in this one. Hal Jordan, my favorite Green Lantern. And Suicide Squad rounds out your Rebirth stuff. But DC's got all kinds of other things going on too, like Gotham Academy, second semester, or Earth 2 Society. Another book that might be flying under your radar, but the people that read this really, really dig it. It's been very solid, very popular for a long time. And of course, all the Vertigo stuff. American Vampire is back after a significant hiatus. Cool anthology book. This one's double-sized and chock full of spookiness. Lost Boys number 1. Maybe you remember the classic movie that's got Atlantis Fantasy World Comic Shop in Santa Cruz is in this movie, for all you comic shop history buffs. And Sheriff of Babylon rounds out your Vertigo stuff for the week. It's another favorite of ours. Doom Patrol number 2. The second issue of the Young Animal stuff rolling out. Maybe you picked up Shade the Changing Girl last week. Maybe you picked up Doom Patrol number 1. You've been waiting for this one. Cool Mike Allred cover. And Scooby Apocalypse is your Hanna-Barbera reimagining book for the week. Probably the most popular of all of them, other than maybe Future Quest. Great week for the DC guys. Huge week for the Marvel guys too. Lots of Star Wars things to talk about. For example, this especially cool cover is Darth Vader number 25. That's your last issue of Darth Vader. It's kind of unfortunate. It's been a really great series. I wish they were keeping that going. And speaking of great, that's Han Solo. He needs no introduction. This is number 4, only 1 issue to go in that mini. And your Force Awakens adaptation. Your cool Kylo cover there. I'm encouraging you guys to check out all the different Star Wars stuff. Marvel's been doing a great job with that. Lots of first issues from the Marvel guys too. This is your first issue of Clone Conspiracy, because you didn't get enough of the Clone Saga last time. I promise this one will be better. The Jackal is back. That's cool stuff. That's your Amazing Spider-Man event. Mosaic number 1. Coming out of all that Inhuman stuff that's been going on. Great Lakes Avengers number 1. Because the 90s are coming back in full force. And Solo number 1. Because Han Solo is not the only one that can get his own book. Say the 90s are back. So if you remember this guy, you want to see him back in his own title after about 20 years. And Civil War news. That's your Ulysses number 3. Uncanny Avengers. And Power Man and Iron Fist. Your 3 Civil War 2 books for the week. Power Man's pretty much one of the most popular guys going these days. Maybe you checked out the Cage from last week. Deadpool and Gwenpool are your pool books of the week. And then comes the dark side of the Marvel Universe. There's Daredevil and Moon Knight. Can read more about that one in our newsletter this week. Old Man Logan and The Punisher. This Punisher book's been real popular, been selling like crazy. It's only about 5 or 6 issues in, so grab those first few issues and catch up. Cool take on that by Clunan. And Thunderbolts rounds out your Marvel stuff for the week. Unless you count first issue of Dark Tower, because it's October and it's time to be pushing those spooky books. And speaking of spooky books, The Strain is my Dark Horse book of the week from the Twisted Mind of Guillermo del Toro. It's, I think, the 3rd or 4th Strain book in the series. Again, if you're in the Halloween mood, that's the book for you. It's a huge week for the Image guys. Lots and lots of great Image books to talk about. This is Reborn #1 from Mark Millar. That's your first issue, gotta have it, Image book of the week. A lot of buzz going on behind this one, like anything from Mark Millar. Monstrous might be the Image book you're looking for, but Black Science is always the Image book I'm looking for. Really been digging Black Science. If you don't know what this is, grab the $1 reprint of the first issue, grab the first trade paperback. It will definitely hook you in. Black Monday Murders might be another one you're on the lookout for. Or Jupiter's Legacy 2, another Mark Millar book. He's lighting up Image these days. Kill or Be Killed from my man Ed Brubaker. You know I'm an big Ed Brubaker fan. And Lazarus from Greg Rucka. You know we're big Greg Rucka fans around here too. Like I say, big week for the Image guys. If you're an Image fan, there's probably 3 books on your list that are out this week. Good week for all the other guys too. Lone Ranger Green Hornet is my Dynamite book for the week, because I love me some Lone Ranger. And Bob's Burgers, my other Dynamite book of the week, because the comic's just as funny as the show. Revolution is my IDW book this week because it's got everybody. It's got Micronauts and Transformers. It's got ROM and G.I. Joe. All the different IDW guys have a Revolution book. It all ties into the main series. Fun stuff. If you like big crossover events, jump in on that. If you don't know who ROM is, jump in on that. Wrath of the Eternal Warrior is my Valiant book of the week. Always encouraging you guys to have a Valiant book on your list. I dig me some Eternal Warrior. And it's a good week for the all ages stuff too. Always encouraging you guys to have some all ages books on your list, like Adventure Time, like Mickey Mouse shorts, like the cartoon they've been running. This one's been a lot of fun. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, or Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, to go along with your Scooby Apocalypse. Little modern Scooby, little classic Scooby. Everybody loves some Scooby-Doo. And of course, SpongeBob SquarePants rounds out your all ages stuff for the week. Fun stuff there. Like I said, really great week, all kinds of different stuff. So make sure you check those shipping lists, get down to your shop, pick up something super awesome. Want to remind you guys that we've got our big annual Black Hat Comics Halloween Spooktacular coming up Friday the 28th through Sunday the 30th. We've got all kinds of fun stuff going on, free comics for the kids in costume. We got the swap meet on Sunday. Make sure you check out the newsletter. Go to the events page at blackhatcomics.biz for all the info on that. It's one of the best parties of the year, so make sure you don't miss out. That's all we got for you for this week. You can check us out at blackhatcomics.biz. Check out our Facebook page, our cool YouTube channel, or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.